Well, as you can see, I have the RV pulled out in the nice sunshine. It's a little late in the afternoon to be trying this, but I figured it can't hurt. Bring it outside, let it sit in the sun, and hopefully it'll be a little warmer out here, because in southeast Wisconsin in October, it is chilly. This stuff is taking a long time to cure. You can see it didn't level out exactly perfectly, probably because of the temperature. There are roller marks and such in it. You can see where I touched up a little bit here, this area, and the same thing up in here, and again over here. I touched up, did this on Tuesday, and I came out here and added more in a few spots on Wednesday, and today is Sunday afternoon. I haven't been out here since Wednesday. I was working, trying to keep food on the table and pay for this project. I'm a little concerned about the seams. You can see, I don't know if you can see, and I can't see it on this camera because of the light shining on the lens here, but you can see the seams have sunk in just slightly. They did recommend that I tape those up ahead of time. I thought the glue that I put in there would be sufficient, and I can't walk on the roof yet and check it to see if it was indeed, but there is a little bit of channel. You can see, like right here, there's a little bit of channel there where the seam is between the boards. I do have plenty of Eternabond tape left. I can always roll out some Eternabond tape on those seams if that's necessary. I was hoping the Eternabond web seal would cover a little better. You can see it's a little fuzzy down the edges, and it's really fuzzy up way up here just in front of the refrigerator, and a little farther up there, but that's not bad. I'm not trying to set any land speed records with this thing, so a little bit of extra drag is not going to be an issue. You can see also a spot in here, see right about in here, where the water dripped on it and pooled, and the water, rubber, I'm assuming when this stuff is still wet, it must float on water. That'd be an interesting thing to try. They say that this stuff is waterproof immediately when you put it on there, but it looks like to me that water was sinking in. The water wasn't floating on the top. The water was starting to sink into it. So I certainly would not try to put any of this on a roof if there was rain in the forecast in the next day or two, or 3 or 4. But all in all, I am very pleased with this. Obviously I still have a lot of work to do, but the worst is over, knock on wood. And you can see I've already taken one cover off of one of the boxes right there that I made around the front air conditioner cover with my wax paper idea. How well did it work? Well, let's see. And here's the shower. There's the cover I put over the skylight above the shower. Just using a screwdriver to pull out some of these staples. There we go. And there's the little frame that I made. And this is where there was a significant amount of leaking and mold buildup. I'm sure I'm going to have to do a lot of editing on this since I'm holding the camera and moving around. Okay, now I finally have the staples all removed, and I am pulling this. This is the way it was up here, and I'm being very careful to pull this down. I do not want to pull it up. I'm pulling this down and away from the liquid rubber roof. And as you can see, it doesn't stick too much to the, boy, this one is, holy cat. There we go. Pulling it down in a way, because if I push it up, there's always a chance I could peel it up off of the roof itself, and that would be disastrous. It's seen over pretty good. See, here's a Nice flat spot where it kind of ran down. And all this, I'm going to let this cure up some more. I'm not going to mess with this. I just wanted to get it peeled off of there before it cured up on the wax paper too much. If the wax paper was sticking, I wanted to get it off of there sooner rather than later. And as you can see, it's not too bad. That's what it looks like from the top. There's a little lip sticking up, but that's okay. That can always be trimmed off or stuck down. It works, it works, it works. I am happy. Yes, you can see there's a lot of delamination on the inside board here, the ceiling board here. What am I going to do with that? I'm not sure. I sprayed the bejeepers out of it with that super mold killer enzyme stuff that I have. I sprayed this till it was soaking wet with it. I sprayed this whole ceiling area here till it was soaking wet. I pulled this down and sprayed it inside of here. Sprayed it down real good. Pulled this down. Used a screwdriver or a putty knife. I will have to make a note to check on that periodically. 2 or 3 times a year I'll have to take the inside dome off of the skylight and have a look and see what shape it's in, make sure that the mold is not spreading anywhere. But the makers of this enzyme mold killer, they claim that it kills it right down to the roots and it stops it dead. We will find out. Alright, back to work. And here is the mess left over from the old roof. While the RV is sitting outside in the sun, hopefully warming up and speeding up the curing process, I am here to cut up the big pieces into more manageable pieces, to pick up any screws or staples that may have dropped on the floor here, and just load this up and get it hauled away. Well, let's see how much of this stuff I can get loaded up today.